Good morning, friends. Anne here, got my cup of coffee, got the Word of God, and today's reading is Haggai chapter 2, verses 10 through 19. Friends, remember we are reading in the book of Haggai. We have heard that Haggai was a prophet that came to tell the people to get back to work building the Lord's temple. And the people actually listened, and the Spirit came and filled them, and he was giving them all kinds of encouragement about even though the previous temple was beautiful and big and wealthy, you today are building something that's actually going to be greater. This small beginning is going to be greater than the glory of the past. And then we hear the Lord through Haggai say these words, which may be a little confusing to you, so let's talk about it. In verse 11 through 14, it says this: "This is what the Lord Almighty says. Ask the priests what the law says. If someone carries consecrated meat in the fold of their garment, and that fold touches some bread or stew, some wine, olive oil, or other food, does it become consecrated?" The priests answered, "No." Then Haggai said, if a person defiled by contact with a dead body touches one of these things, does it become defiled? "Yes," the priests replied, "it becomes defiled." Then Haggai said, "So it is with this people and this nation in my sight, declares the Lord. Whatever they do and whatever they offer there is defiled." So you may say, "Anne, what does this have to do with anything? Defiled and consecrated and clean and unclean and all of this." Basically, Haggai, under the Lord's guidance, is making this point. Let's think about it in terms of a sick child. So if I have a child and I send my child to play with a sick child, what is going to happen? My child will also get sick, right? There's a high possibility that my child is going to get sick because the sickness is contagious. But if you have a healthy child and my child is sick and I send my sick child to play with your healthy child, does my child become healthy because they're around a healthy child? No, it doesn't work that way. In the same way, the Lord is saying to the people, hey, just because you're in the promised land, just because this is the place where I have prepared for you, that doesn't mean that your hearts are automatically holy. But in the opposite way, if you surround yourself with sinful people, if you surround yourself with people that are impure, then guess what will happen to you? Your heart will come to match their heart. Here's the crux of what he's trying to say. Holiness is not contagious, but impurity is. So friends, be careful who you surround yourselves with. Here, he was actually giving a blessing on the people because they had realized that the impurity from all of the surrounding nations was actually contagious to them, that they were more likely to sin and be impure because of the influence of other people. But in the same way, just because you're in a place that is holy doesn't mean that you're automatically going to catch the holiness or the health of someone else. So friends, be careful. Make sure that you are surrounding yourselves with the right people, but make sure that your heart is in the right place as well. Because holiness is not contagious, but impurity is. Have a good day.